Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, our praises, honor, and the glory shall go to Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai, Ba'asham, Makakadash, Brakathum. Double honor shall go to apostles, elders, and bishops, a great millstone who continue to teach it to rule well. Shalom to the Akims, a great millstone in like-minded camps and individuals who continue to teach us one body, who continue to be out on the highways and byways, risking their lives for the greater good. Shalom to the sincere Akwats who continuously learning in silence as the Holy Scriptures have commanded for you to do so. And also shalom to the true believers and subscribers of this true gospel, for this should be considered a true blessing from the higher power. This is Azariah Gabar, representing the King is Coming channel, back at it with another lesson for edification purposes. Salakia. So, seems to be a new trend that's taking place amongst Jakes, all right, due to this third woe, all right? And they swearing that, they slick and they want to, dodge the draft, so to speak, right? So what you see on your screen here, you got the title, which reads, Americans are getting ready for prison to avoid getting drafted for World War III. All right? So the handle or the channel is YT Wake 'em Up channel. All right? So the title for my lesson this morning, Abaratazah, Lord willing, will be Jakes are trying to go to prison. Okay? They're trying to go to prison. All right? But again, it may work for a little while. But the further this war goes into, well, guess what? They're going to pull a lot of prisoners out of prisons and have them suited up and send their behinds out there to the battlefield. Okay? So this video is roughly 8 minutes long, so I'll play the entire video. But before I do so, fair use of the 1976 Copyright Act. For this video, strictly for education and edification purposes only. I'm not making a dime off this video, you heard? So, I'll play the video, then pull up precepts to support what I'm saying. So without any further delay, let's go.
This generation will rather go to prison instead of going to the war. And I'm one and the same. Before I get drafted, y'all can count me out. Go in and lock me up and throw away the key. Because it ain't going to be me dying for this country.
I would never go to war for this fucking country. I would easily take going to prison than going to war any day of the week. I'm not trying to die on no foreign soil. I'll avoid the PTSD. I'll avoid, getting my limbs blown off. I'm cool with all that, bro. My grandfather fought in the Vietnam War, bro. He got his legs blown the fuck off. He has no legs. No legs. Nigga like me, I'm going to jail for 5 years, bro, and I'm getting out. And I know some of you will say, like, oh, you're a bitch, you're a pussy, fight for the country. But it's like, bro, I'll get out of jail probably like 26, 27 maybe. Still young enough to like go out, go get after the world and shit. Limbs will be good. Catch up on some reading, working out. Probably go to the cells with the bros and shit too. I would never fight for this country, bro. I'm sorry. I'm good. I'm so cool with that. I don't want to shoot. I don't want to get shot. I don't want to get blown up, and I don't want to blow niggas up.
Well, I got some very bad news for you YNs, you young niggas. Y'all may not have a choice. All right? Because like I mentioned, the further along this war go down, the likelihood of you young niggas if you do decide to commit a crime and go to jail, thinking y'all gonna be safe up in there, nope. They're gonna come for your asses. They're gonna get some type of a waiver to have you guys let out, but it's gonna be in shackles, and y'all gonna be put into the military. Y'all not gonna have any say so, all right? Let's continue.
My black ass will go to jail before I fight in anybody's war. I'm not joining any army, and nor can you make me. Your orange ass want to start this shit, you better get your orange red looking ass out there and fight. And everybody that voted for you, get your ass out there and protect this country. Because the rest of us, we send our black asses to put.
Locked up, locked up. Yeah, we're gonna be singing Akon before they singing a funeral song. Bone Thugs and Harmony, Crossroad. Over my body. Meet you at the crossroad, and I'm gonna miss everybody, and I'm gonna miss everybody. Nah, y'all ain't finna be singing that over me, cause I done went out there and got hit up.
Y'all talking about a possible military draft. Do y'all know that this generation is openly and willingly to volunteer for jail before joining the armed services? This generation will tell you straight up, I will go to prison before they go to goddamn the military, bro. Like, this generation's not gonna join no draft. Mind you, in prison, they got cell phones. They got cell phones, they got the gym, they be having a blast sometimes. Boy, I be looking at these TikToks like, why am I watching them on TikTok? Nigga, you're not supposed to be seeing shit. You're not even supposed to know TikTok exists. And y'all talking about something, oh, there's gonna be a military draft. Ain't nobody going. Ain't nobody signing up. Nigga, they will hurt themselves before getting put into any position. Don't nobody want to go do no duck walk butt ass naked, get they booty hole poked to go fucking fight in a war that they don't even see fit. They don't see the reason or the proper cause. There's not a single valid reason that we've been given on why we are even over there.
Facts.
We're not fighting for our country, we're fighting for a white man. And I'm sick of that shit.
You are not fighting for the country, you are taking for the country. You trying to take that oil, right? You trying to steal. But nah, ain't nobody going. First of all, if you believe in the Most High, then you're not going to work because we don't believe in taking nobody's, right? We don't believe in taking nobody's life. Thou shalt not kill. What am I going over there to kill for? Or be killed? In prison, they got cell phones, food being delivered off drones. Instead of you being bombed by one. They be in there having a good time sometimes. You ever talk to somebody from jail, they laugh and you're like, man, sound like y'all having a better time than in the free world. Sound like y'all having a better time locked up than me. They make it seem like vacation.
Millions of Americans will not be going to war, no matter what the consequences are. The truth is, us Americans are tired of being bullied by our tyrant government. Not only is it in plain eyesight how our veterans are left fending for themselves on the street.
Yes, sir. And I done talked to some before. Homeless. Mentally ill. With no support.
That's the sound of an American oil company hard at work. Want to be a part of it? Listen up.
Hello, my name is Adam Ferrari, and
No assistance, no help whatsoever.
Homeless, with nothing to their names, struggling with PTSD, with addiction, abandoned by our so-called beloved country. So yeah, lock us up. Throw the key away, because we will not be participating in your shenanigans. And I know for a fact that I'm not the only one that has this mindset. We will be going to war.
Listen, you probably know somebody that went to the war and they came back a different person. I'm not saying they got cloned. No, we're not saying that. But I'm saying they came back weird. What happened to you? What did they do to you? Why do you act like that? You be like, you leave from with that person, you like, he a little throw off or she a little throw off now. Like, what they be doing to them in the services? That wasn't my friend. My friend that I once knew, that's not true. I think we got an explanation, y'all. I think we real life got an explanation.
I've always wondered why when people go to the military, they come back a whole new person. Has anybody else realized that? Yo, I kid you not. I went to high school and middle school with these boys, right? After high school, a couple of my friends went to the military. They come back completely changed. Some of them don't even remember me meeting their parents. Bro, what are they doing to the people in the military? It's a big humiliation ritual. It goes to show you who's really running the military. Because Why are things like this happening?
I was 3 years old when I found out that you have to show your butthole to get into the military. This here is actually true. Yes, you do have to show them your butt. You have to get naked and strip down and bend over and cough as if you was going to prison or jail. First step is going to be your recruiter. Next step will be MEPS. Next step will be reception. Next step will be basic training. Next step will be AIT. Next step will be any other training that you have to do. Next step will be duty station. When you go to MEPS, they're going to make you get naked in a room full of other people, so you're not going to be in there by yourself. If you are a girl, you will be in a room full of girls. If you are a man, you will be in a room full of men. They're going to make you get naked, hang all of your clothes up on a rack, and they're going to ask you personal questions. They're going to make you do certain exercises. They're going to make you bend over and spread it. They also are going to make you get on the ground and walk like a duck, but naked. It's called the duck walk. It's exactly what it sounds like. Get on the ground and walk like a duck, but naked. They're going to ask you when your menstrual cycle was. They're going to give you a drug test and stare just like this as the piss come from your private part into...
There's nothing you can say that's going to make me think that any of that is necessary in order to go to war. Who the hell are you fighting? The boogeyman? Yeah, and then, right? So after they come back from the military, I would have conversations with them, man. The conversation with them was so weird. It's like they're a whole different entity. The soul, the spirit, the energy that was there, it's not there anymore, y'all. Does anybody realize that? Has anybody experienced that with anybody that went to the military? It's like they break down the essence, the soul of that individual, that being. Something diabolical is happening over there, man. Let me know down in the comments below, y'all. This is interesting. Let's continue to get this shit, man. Peace out.
It's almost like they do MK Ultra on them. They don't have to take them into a facility no more and brainwash them. They can do it right in front of their face, right? I call it pimp tactics. They have to break them down to the core. So they're not the same person no more. They don't believe what they once believed. They don't have the spirit or the light in them no more. It's like they manipulate them so bad that it destroys their essence. I don't know how to word it the correct way, but I've seen it with my own eyes. I got 2 friends that went to the military, and they different. They are different. Talk about being institutionalized from going to prison. That's just you being used to that environment. So you're used to the door slamming, you know what I mean? Like you're used to eating the cook up. But I'm talking about they're institutionalized to the point that they can't shake it. They never return back to who they once were. So me, I'm choosing jail off top over being an NPC after I get out. If I make it out the war. Probably won't. Might lose my life, lose all my limbs, be mentally ill for life. Have PTSD. It's really not worth it, man. That too, when I was in Florida at the tire shop. Okay, well, mind you, my friend, he played too much. So he had, his ringtone was like, it was an alert. But dude got the tweaking, he got the tripping. He like, oh, I was in the war. He had some flashbacks. He thought he was about to get blew up from a ringtone. Let me know in the comment section below, which one are you doing?
Yo. This Jake with the baseball cap, he mentions about the Most High, but I could pretty much guarantee that this dude do not truly know what the Most High is all about, because there are scriptures that talks about these times. All right, that's going to involve judgment, which will involve killings. Okay? And then you had one of the other Jakes talking about, oh, ain't nobody gonna make me. Well, you young nigga. Yo, you keep thinking that, all right? Because like I said, it's going down, all right? And you YNs, you young niggas and young niggerettes, I'm putting y'all on notice right now. Like I said, the longer this war continue, the higher the probability will be that you guys, if y'all decide to go to jail or prison, they're going to forcefully yank y'all asses out, those prison cells, and make you guys join the battlefield. All right? So I'm not going to make this video too long. We go to the book of Joel 3:9. It reads, Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. And again, a lot of y'all young niggas, y'all YNs, who would want to be out on the streets gang banging. Y'all want to call yourselves warriors? All right, well, you know that saying? You know, if you talk the talk, walk the walk, right? Practice what you preach. All right, so y'all want to be quick to draw guns? Well, now y'all going to get your opportunities to do so. All right? In verse 10, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say I'm strong. So this is what's going on. As far as the Middle East, as far as fake ass Israel and the Persians and the other nations over there, they're saying now that I am strong. Come bring it. Bring it. So you YNs, you young niggas, bring it. Y'all got no problem bringing it on the streets. No, hell no. Y'all ain't got no problem doing that. But when it comes to taking your asses over there to the east to showcase your talents, oh no, I'd rather go to prison. I'd rather get locked up. Yo, y'all crazy. Joel 2:20, and it reads, but I will remove far off from you the northern army. And this is what's going to happen to you young niggas. Y'all going to be forced to join the northern army. And will drive him into a land barren and desolate. And that's the Middle East. With his face toward the east sea. And his hinder part toward the utmost sea. And his stink shall come up. And that's when y'all young niggas going to get deleted. Y'all going to get deleted over there. Your carcasses. All right? And his stink shall come up. And his ill savor shall come up. Because he had done great things. Woo! Okay? So you best to believe, you Jakes, you YNs, at some point, a lot of y'all going to taste the war. All right? You're going to experience it. Why? Because as you see here, this article headline, and it reads, Army raises enlistment age to 42, Salakia. It was 34, but now it's going up to 42. And it eases rules on past marijuana convictions. And didn't I just say that they're going to have waivers put in place where you young niggas who decide to do prison thinking y'all going to escape this, they're going to put waivers in place to forego your convictions, all right? And your jail time. And they're going to put your asses in the military gear and ship your asses out to the east, all right? All right, so that's going to be the conclusion for this lesson. I wasn't going to make it too long. But I've definitely proven my point once again. So with that being said, all praises, honor, and the glory shall go to Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai, Ba'asham, Rakak Kudash Brakatam Kwam Yasharal Rise Israel. And as always, Abaratazah, Lord willing, on to the next video. Shalom.